So with the Los Angeles Lakers desperately needing another all-star surrounding LeBron James, and the Rockets recently announcing they made everybody except James Harden available for a trade, it should come as no surprise of a deal taking place surrounding both LA and Houston, as LeBron and Chris Paul were recently spotted in LA hanging out together. So it looks like the Lakers finally found what they've needed in a trade for him. Now ESPN's Woj just recently made it public that Houston Rocket GM Daryl Morey would be actively trying to improve their roster through trades and free agency, after once again falling short in the NBA playoffs. Losing to the Warriors once again made it very clear that the roster they have isn't what it needs to be if they want to compete for a championship in the coming years. So with Chris Paul having a heavily ridiculed contract underway and continuing to age as it only gets more expensive, they've had to look for a team that not only needs a skill set but can actually afford it, which brought the Lakers into play. With the Lakers failing to make the NBA playoffs this season, obviously you could blame the trade rumors, the injuries, or the young supporting cast, but it doesn't matter because it becomes somewhat of a blessing in disguise. Making trades like this along with signing key free agents during the summer have been anticipated for quite some time, as well as LeBron James finally getting a well-deserved rest. But the Los Angeles luck finally turned in their favor when they somehow secured the number 4 pick of the upcoming draft during the recent lottery, which many including LA GM Rob Pelinka felt would be a huge trade asset moving forward, since they've already had enough young talent a part of their core already. What they need at this point in time is established superstars that can help bring a championship home, here at the tail end of LeBron James' recently signed 4-year contract. Now with Chris Paul continuing to be an all-star as well as averaging 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists per game this season, all while playing a support role to a superstar in James Harden, this addition is exactly what the Lakers have needed, since they lack experience in a true playmaker outside of LeBron himself. With CP3 already proving he can play alongside bigger talent, while being one of the most efficient point guards we've ever seen, as well as being able to score on his own while desperately chasing his first ever ring, it's a perfect match finally pairing the two up, seeing as LeBron is used to being successful in an elite point guard beside him already in Kyrie Irving. And also, Chris and Bron have had a history together both on and off the court, still being friends all these years, so the chemistry is obviously there. But as far as the deal goes, teams around the league had already expressed that Lonzo Ball's potential is worth whatever comes with him to an organization, including his outrageous father of LeVar. With him being so young and already gaining experience under the constant spotlight of LA, teams feel that Lonzo is destined for greatness no matter what the narrative is said about his jump shot or injury concerns. He's shown great defense and playmaking ability up to this point, so many feel that he's worth the wait. But combining him along with this newly found top draft pick, and also the Lakers having other young blossoming assets like Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart to throw in the mix, makes this deal for Chris Paul worth the dramatic year that the Lakers franchise had to deal with. And even though Chris's contract is only up from here, making around $40 million per year over the next 3 seasons, it could be a small price to pay if it puts LA back on top of the Western Conference. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, you won't regret checking out what LeBron James really thinks about the rest of the NBA. I'll see you there.